Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 6th episode of Saiki Kusuo no Psy-nan, or The Disastrous Life of Saiki K. So in the last episode, our characters had a sports festival, which was a lot of fun. Some people had more fun with it than others, such as Cairo having a bit more fun than maybe, say, Psyche, who at the best of times wouldn't have enjoyed this, but it became even worse when Nendo decided to pull out one of his antennae, which are not just a fashion statement, but apparently they keep his power contained and prevent the world from ending as we know it. So, kind of important. Maybe we should stick those a bit more firm. You know, make sure they don't get pulled out so easily. Just invest them in some super glue, man. It might make the difference. And that really was last episode. We also had a fire drill, which, you know, nobody died, so I guess you could call it a success in that regard. In any case, let's watch this episode and see what we get this time. Maybe a culture festival. Who knows, but let's find out. 3, 2, 1, play. But I really did wonder what those things were for when I first saw them. But I thought maybe, you know, maybe they amplify his powers or something, but it's kind of the opposite. It controls it, contains it. And Nendo, we found out, looks pretty good in the headband, so. And seriously, speaking of investing in things, you need to invest in the belt. We'll make an agreement. Saiki will get some super glue, you'll get a belt. And Tsuruhashi just forever glows. Who needs hands for eating, really? Yeah, I think Chono showed up at some point too, last episode. Enticing premium quality coffee jello. Clearly a very important plot this time. I would go for the better value deal. Yeah, that's a really good deal. This is important, kids. Shut up. Yes, definitely agree. So I put out like 4 videos a day. Okay, so maybe it's more complex than we thought. Wow, dude. That's probably not the best use of them, though. I wasn't expecting idols in this anime, but there you go. Coffee Jello is the real idol. That is pretty ridiculous. Yeah, I think you will. Yes, there you go. I knew it. I thought he would go back for it, but I guess he already got it. We took a huge dive from the quantity versus quality, though. Like, the polar opposite position pretty quickly. I think there are actually YouTube videos talking about whether the super expensive version of things are actually worth it. And you know, it's usually not. Wow, you're a psychic. That shouldn't be too much of a worry. Huh. Ah. Yes, good value use of our psychic powers. Me, more importantly, the pudding. You know what you could have done, kid? Friggin' Nendo. No, I never met him before in my life. It wronged me, so it's gone. Wow. It's close enough. Maybe you should have kept it inside instead of playing with it. A port. Will that do? If it's that important, you should really keep it inside the house in like a safe place. Wow. Kid, you need to buy me some coffee jello to make up for this, you know that? Oh, nice. That is incredibly lucky. Okay, good job. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, that really worked out. You can share one with me, right? You have more than you need. just not Saiki. Yeah, there's already one. Okay, Mr. Chuni. Is it Dark Reunion? Of course. Man, everybody seems to be interested in this fortune telling. Yeah, it's been foreshadowed a bit, so we gotta go there. Yeah, oh wow, Kaido, you're so full of it. I don't think I've ever seen anyone Tsundere for fortune telling. Please don't give me 4 lines of text on screen at once, on top of the typesetting at the top. I was hoping she'd be younger and cuter, but I know, right? Very fitting name. Yes. Well, as you should be. Is it like a dark flame? No. Yeah, she's reading your reactions. She totally saw through him. As soon as somebody knows you're a Chuny, you're an easy target. Wow, dude. She's just waiting for a reaction so she knows what it is. You were just such an easy target, man. It was obvious what she was doing. She waits for a reaction to know when she's hit the nail on the head. He almost had a friend once. Aw. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Good luck. You probably still trying to get money out of him. At least it's not a magic stone. What a steal. Oh. Oh. You might be confusing him with Nendo. Yeah. He just wants to be friends with Saiki. That's all he wants. That's where she made the mistake. What did he do? Of course. It's quite a markup. And also, don't bother me. Does Nina just follow me around or what? Teruhashi's biggest trial. Cool, we have more Teruhashi. Everyone's favorite girl. At least everyone on the show. The only acceptable reaction. I love it just her background music still plays and the glow and all of it, just... I don't care if you're kind of crazy, I still like you. And she's very pretty, more importantly. A lot can be forgiven if that's the case. Yeah, you're not even named Koizumi-san. He gets hurt a lot. She doesn't understand the way of the Chune. Wow. Yes. Happiest moment of their life. Because he knows what you truly are. You could say that. Good luck. Wow, that's quite the place. It better be pretty good to justify going here. This is clearly a very complex issue. Wow. He's right, but, wow. Good job, Kaido. Oh man, I don't think I've ever seen it quite like this. It's kind of funny how Kaido has the exact opposite effect that he's hoping for. Yeah, I can't ruin it now. Wow, I didn't know she was that important. That's up there with Saiki levels. A lot of not great O's. I'm sure there's not. Oh god. Number 4. Oh god, she really is. She does try really hard. I had no idea being a perfect girl was so rough. So I guess she's kind of a good girl in her own way. Uh, I just, and yet it's kind of backfiring too. That's so horrible. Uh, Yeah, apparently rumors were wrong. Psychic medium. Well, yeah. They can be if they stick their butt in your face. Psychic's powers are a bit better, though. I guess that could be helpful. Reading material. What else would you say was? The important things. Wow. You're a useless ghost. We gotta find someone else. So there's definitely a downside. Okay. We can find an evil ghost. Or at least a less... I'm surprised you haven't done that already. Yes, that's what it always comes down to. The clothes get in the way of the magic. Wow. Oh no, I totally didn't do that. I mean, I know nothing. Yes, but it probably was him. I like it, that's just his name now. But to be fair, I don't remember his name too, so... A certain girl's gym clothes. The sequel to a certain magical index. Oh god. That looks like a bad video game glitch. Well, I figured they were. I also figured you did it, but maybe not. Maybe I jumped to conclusions. Maybe it's Saiki. Maybe he's a bit more perverted than we may have been let on. I mean, you're a ghost, you can just walk through you, yeah. Okay, then tell me random girls' panty colors. Wow. I bet it was. That there is. Okay. Huh, you left the goods behind. Oh no. Oh no, this is gonna look bad. I guess in the end it was him, at least officially. Well, at least that was something. No, you did not. But another psychic did, so it was all good. The killer domino effect. Wow, that's fast. Oh god. That's really bad. Wow. Wonder what caused this. Ouch, I bet. Are you confusing yourself with Saitama? I'm sure it won't last very long. Oh, wow. Well, I guess it really is One Punch Man. Because that's something similar happened in that anime, spoiler alert. You know, for all three of you that haven't already seen One Punch Man. Okay, so you guys just wait for Megumin to do her thing. So I'm just gonna stand here. Generally. Oh, wow. Well, the world was destroyed, it wasn't inconvenient Saiki, that's for sure. Okay, this is where the domino effect comes into play. Watch out for that pebble! It'll be the end of you. Oh no. Okay, that was bad timing on his part. Okay, yeah, it makes sense now. You know, the world can see your panties, just saying. I mean, I can't because the camera angle sucks, but... yes, I'm sure he does. Well, luckily that won't happen now. Wow. Yeah, but that's far less exciting. Or alluring, yeah. Yeah, a lot of ways it could have been prevented. Very true. That doesn't help us much. Wow. Are you gonna be the cause of this? There's a lot of other explanations than that, man. Okay, that's probably gotta contribute as well. How about you don't do that? It's just a rock, dude. Yeah, when even a Chuni's telling you there's nothing special about it, you know it's true. Yeah, here we go. And he's not even wearing a mini skirt. And now we have literal dominoes, nice. Ow. But that had to have hurt, right? I mean, that had to hurt a little bit. But yeah, good job preventing it. Sigh, indeed. And you know, Saitama's name technically has a sigh in it as well, so it's all connected, you see. Freaking Hyro just bringing in a bunch of kerosene, because why not? Yeah, that situation could have been interpreted in a lot of different ways. Like not doing that, for instance. Ugh. Ugh. At least you have your special coffee jello, man. Cat. I bet it talks. Of course, I would expect no less. Is the dad pregnant? Okay, that was the 6th episode of Saiki Kusuo no Psy-nan. And this episode, let's see, what happened first? I'm gonna try to get to these in order. Okay, the jello, the coffee jello. So Saiki decided he wanted some coffee jello, which is just a thing that he likes. We already kind of knew that. But he was a bit conflicted because he thought, hey, I could get this, or I could get this pack, which is far better value, you know, quantity over quality. And then after a lot more talking to himself, he eventually 180'd into quality is way better than quantity. And yeah, that's kind of what he decided. But unfortunately, things kind of got messed up with a certain kid playing with a baseball, which was apparently a very important baseball that he just, you know, plays with, because why not? So Saiki kind of had to use his powers to help out with that. In the end, he no longer had his coffee jello. But it all worked out in the end because they were willing to give him even more coffee jello to make up for it. So that honestly ended pretty well. I guess that's an example of good karma. So yeah, good on you, Saiki. Now, next part we had a fortune teller who seems like a pretty typical focus camera. Please focus. I hate this. Why I don't like my autofocusing, because it can sometimes mess up like that, but okay. So, yeah, the fortune teller was pretty typical, and a lot of people seem to be talking about it. Like, everyone and their mother was talking about that fortune teller to the point where it was very much foreshadowing that Saiki would go there at some point and we would see what was up. Now, Kaido, he initially said that he had no interest in that it was stupid and all that, and then he just shows up there anyway, so, you know, a bit hypocritical there. But she was very good at reading people, you know, like a cold reading. She would basically say various things, you know, testing the waters until she gets some sort of reaction. And then when she gets that, then she knows she hit the nail on the head, and then she can expand through that. And then her target's like, oh my god, you're the real thing. You understand me. It's just yeah, it's such a typical cookie cutter example of that, but he ate it up so much. But yeah, she probably doesn't understand Chunies that well, but she understood it well enough to know that she could scam some money off of him by selling him something, because that's a pretty typical scam among fortune tellers. They'll say, hey, I know you, I know the problem you have, and I also know what can solve that. Here's a magical stone that'll solve all your problems. It only costs 100,000 yen. Here, you won't regret this decision. In this situation, it was a necklace, but a more typical example is like, you know, just some cheap, you know, stone. I don't know exactly what they're called, but there's a name for it. But yeah, they claim it has magical powers and whatnot and all that. But luckily, Saiki was there to save the day, because the mistake was made of bringing Saiki into this, and once you bring Saiki into it, he will do everything in his power to fix the problem. So yeah, we can't have Kaido becoming friends with us or anything. That's just not acceptable. So yeah, that's how Kaido got to that situation. And next we had Teruhashi-focused episode segment. They sometimes call these episodes, but they're really just segments, like individual manga chapters, most likely. But anyway, Teruhashi is still doing her best to keep up that perfect girl persona of hers, not willing to let that go. Like, she will do just about anything to let that go, to keep that up. So you could probably make some pretty good doujinshi ideas from that, like have her do some very lewd things in order to keep up that perfect girl image. I could definitely write some pretty good ones myself if given the opportunity. Especially with that scene with her forcing herself to eat that disgusting ramen, like that alone made my imagination wander about what could be done with that premise, just if you know what I mean. But basically, yeah, she was trying to really get out of this, but Kaido, when he was trying to help her, he did the exact opposite by making it impossible for her to leave. Because he tried to give her an out, but by giving her that out, he basically confirmed that if she left now, that would be the reason. So, and then she would be less than a perfect girl. So we can't have that. We can't do that. So Teruhashi just grit her teeth and bared all of it. You know, even though things kept getting worse and worse, she was the first one to eat the ramen. It was just, ugh. And even Nendo wasn't having any of it. So I think in the end, she was the only one that actually ate any of it. So just, yeah, that was a bad episode for Teruhashi, but I guess she is kind of a good girl in her own way, just trying to keep up the dreams of those 7 billion people on Earth and willing to let herself suffer to do that. So she might be insane, but I wouldn't really call her a bad person or anything. She's just kind of crazy. But, you know, she's nice enough, and she's definitely attractive. So, you know, I do like her quite a bit. So, you know, it is what it is. What else? Oh, yeah. I'm never going to remember his name, so maybe I'll just call him Ghost Boy. Ghost Boy, pretty much, he's a bit different than Saiki. He has the same powers as him. But they're a lot more, well, not the same powers. He's also a psychic, but he has much different, specialized, not as useful powers. It's all about communicating with a ghost, which just happens benefits because they can like scout for you and stuff like that. But sometimes they won't do everything you want, like looking at a girl's panties and giving you the information on that. Sometimes they won't do that, which does suck, obviously. That's a pretty hard limitation there. But it's pretty cool nonetheless, and the main story with this one is some missing gym clothes, which he tried to help out with, but in the end he was accused of being the thief himself, so that ended poorly for him. And the last scene, Saiki, we thought he had lost his powers for a bit, but it turned out to just be a dream. You know, which he figured out soon enough. And apparently he's pretty good at preventing disasters. So yeah, the world probably has Saiki to thank for not being destroyed like right now. The world probably would have already ended if it wasn't for Saiki, so they should definitely lavish him with praise. And we basically learned about domino effect, how just one little thing, a collection of little things could just have a big effect. So luckily we were able to prevent that, like two times we were able to prevent that, so yeah, luckily the school didn't burst into flames. That's good. Hyro was probably the biggest reason why that almost happened, just bringing all that kerosene, but it was a group effort that was prevented by Saiki, so yeah, good thing the school's still standing, and the one complaint about the scene was that we didn't get to see the one girl's panties, like she was basically showing them to the entire world, which did not include us because of a very deliberate camera angle decision, which I'm a little bit salty about, but you know, I guess that's how it goes sometimes, but yeah. Pretty solid episode. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon, and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.